It snowed a couple of days ago, and we're going to take advantage of the moisture in the soil and start our plantation process. So, our major plantation happened almost 5 years ago in 2022 when we planted most of our fruit trees that we have on the farm. But plantation is a process. Every year you have to supplant and you have to plant. Trees sometimes they don't do too well, trees they tend to die. So, new blood has to be introduced, new trees have to be introduced, new strain has to be introduced. So it is something that you do every year. And the time for the plantation at our high altitude Himalayan farm is at the advent of spring, when all the saplings that we have are just about to wake up from their long winter sleep, from their dormancy. This year is special because we are going to be planting saplings that we have grafted, produced, grown from our own nursery. आप ये दो निकाल दीजिए। चल 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 हट हट जा हट जा। ये बड़ी बात शाबाश। So once we have planted the sapling, and over here the sapling is a cherry sapling, and the variety is, I think it's the Grey Star, and this is on a rootstock called Jesla 5. It's a doffing rootstock. The bed is prepared. We have also put water. Now we're going to mulch it, and we're going to mulch it with cardboard. And there are three benefits of using the cardboard as a mulch heap. One is that it's obviously going to retain all the moisture inside in the bed over here, because this is going to act like a mulch sheet. It's mulching the soil, it's covering the soil. Moisture is not going to be affected by this harsh sunlight that we have over here. Number two is that because the cardboard is very hard, it's not going to allow any weed seeds to come through. And we don't want any kind of competition for this young sapling that we have over here. Number three is that the carbon, because it's an organic matter, it's going to disintegrate. It's going to disintegrate during the monsoons when we get the heavy rains, and it's going to disintegrate and become part of the soil, adding carbon to the soil. And all the microbes are obviously going to benefit from all the carbon that the cardboard is going to provide. Now, after placing the cardboard over here, one thing to remember is that we keep the cardboard about 6 inches from the sapling. We don't want the cardboard to touch the stem, because the cardboard, the wet cardboard, will also keep the stem moist, which can lead to stem rot. So we don't want that. So we leave it like that. And on top of this, we're going to put compost that we made on the farm. Okay, so is this done? Yeah, can you get that, please? So you're just gonna put compost on top. You can put it with your hand now. I think that's gonna be simpler. Like that, yes. Okay, so we put compost all around it. The compost is also gonna keep the cardboard in place, and it's going to disintegrate along with the cardboard eventually, and provide food for the soil, food for the microbes in the soil. Maybe over here. Yeah. I'm gonna get it over here. We can put some more. let's finish over here first. All this compost, by the way, was made out of apple pruning. We used apple prunings as the chief ingredient in hot compost pile, and this is now the finished product. This was made about last year, and all these wood chips that we have in the compost pile are going to provide fungal duff to the soil. And soil, especially in an orchard kind of a setup, they require more fungus than they require bacteria. The ratio they say is almost 1:3. You need to have more fungal duff, more fungus in the farm, beneficial fungus in the farm compared to bacteria. You definitely don't want this guy over here. This is the white grub, and this is the bane of our blueberries because it loves to feed on the roots of blueberries. And this is here because we don't have any birds to eat all the beetles, and the beetles are the adult form of this white grub. This is the white grub. And in the larva form, they are extremely hungry and they tend to chew on all our blueberries. Look at it.
That's so beautiful, but ducks will love it.
Okay, so here you go. One, two. There you go. There. They're fighting for it. So the birds, they love them, you know. So, but unfortunately, what is happening is we don't have the habitat. The bird habitat is we are losing bird habitat year after year, and because of that, we don't have enough birds to come into the farm and take out these pests that we have on the farm.
To keep the birds in the farm who take secure of this.
We need birds. That's yeah, you're right. We need birds in the farm. They won't stay in a sanitized area like this. A farm is usually a sanitized area. It's like organized. It needs a habitat of its own. It needs bushes, wild shrubs, and all the rest of it. That's where they live. And they come into the farm and they look for these critters and then they eat them for variety, for diversity. Otherwise, they feed on a lot of things that which grow on the bushes, like berries, because they like to eat something which is native. All right, so we are done. So this is how the bed is made. Cardboard at the bottom. On top of that, we put the compost, homemade compost. Both of them will disintegrate eventually, maybe in 5 to 6 months. And compost will take a little longer because these are wood chips. Wood chips, surprisingly, wood chips will take almost about a year or so, and which is good. We want it to be a slow release, slow decomposition, because we want the fungal duff to remain in this bed. So this is how we complete our plantation process. So after laying out the compost on top of the cardboard, we are going to follow one more ritual, which is that we are going to sow a lot of seeds around the bed. Now the seeds that we are choosing to sow are mustard seeds and the pea seeds. Mustard because mustard works like a biofumigant and it's got these deep fibrous roots. We have clay soil. The clay soil is going to benefit from these fibrous roots which are going to go really deep and they're going to create fissures. We are going to destroy the mustard plant, keep the roots inside, and those fissures are going to break, hopefully, the clay soil that we have. And then, of course, we are planting the peas because we can harvest the peas, and also because peas are going to work like nitrogen fixers. But we have to understand if you want to do nitrogen fixing, a proper nitrogen fixing will be done if we destroy the pea plants when they flower. We cannot take the harvest as well as expect nitrogen fixing to happen in the soil. And we are doing this because this is already dug up. This pit was dug up, and this area around this tree over here, this is an apple tree, and this one over here is the winter banana. This is the name of the variety. First time we are planting this, called winter banana. Can you imagine a apple tree called winter banana, and it's growing on a rootstock called the G41. So around it, the area is already dug up. So we are taking advantage of this dug up area to plant our seeds, our mustards and the peas. Otherwise, we would have to go and dig a separate plot, especially for the sowing of mustard and the peas. So we are taking advantage of this dug up area that we already have. This plant is going to be watered throughout a couple of weeks. So the mustard and the peas are also going to take advantage of all the watering. So Thomas, so what you need to do is let's Just give me the packet one by one. I'll give you a demonstration. You'll have to open. Okay, can you give me this one? Okay, so you give a spacing of about, take it in your hand like this. Come, I'll show you. Come. Take it in your hand like this. And what we are going to do is we are going to sow the peas around this one. No. Okay, let us sit over here. So we are going to sow it around the tree like that. You don't need to dig again. This is already dug up, no? This soil. Okay, so it's going to be very simple for you to just go like this. See, put one here, put one here, put one here, put one here, put one here. This is for the peas. Okay, this one here. You can put 2, 3 also at the same time, not a problem. Okay, like this. See,
Yes.
doable. Or you can put it like this and then cover it, maybe like this. Whatever works, but it has to be at least about an inch or 2 inside the soil. Otherwise, the pigeons are going to come and peck at them, and they are going to take our seeds away, eat the seeds. Okay, it has to be covered. After this, we are going to water it. First, we are going to put the seeds and then we come and water. And the watering has to be done a little gently, because if you water it from a height, then all the seeds will get uprooted, they'll come out. Okay, so like this. Okay, all around it like this. All this area is dug up, otherwise it's very difficult to put it here, right? See, you can't do anything over here, but over here it's simple. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, all around it. I'll give a little demonstration on this tree and then you can do on the rest. We have to look at new trees. Whatever trees have been planted this year, and you will recognize them because they have fresh compost on top. They have a cardboard over here, and this is a new tree. Okay, so wherever we have planted, this is the ritual that we follow, so that we get a ring of vegetables over here, peas over here. These are legumes. They fix nitrogen in the soil, and we are also going to be sowing mustard.
Same in here.
Yeah, mustard is going to attract all the beneficials. Second is that the mustard, like I was saying, mustard has got very deep roots, and our soil, as you can see, it's clay soil. So clay soil means it's very compact, very
compact,
very heavy. Right? So to break all that, we are using mustard. Why we are using mustard? Because the mustard roots, they go really deep. They go deep inside. And then what we're going to do is we are, when it starts flowering, we are just going to chop it off. Chop and drop it, the mustard over here.
Okay.
So when we chop and drop, that is going to function like a green mulch in a way. We are going to chop it and put it over here. It's going to decompose, put some nitrogen in the soil over here. And the roots are going to go really deep, and it's going to create fissures, these spaces. And it's going to give organic matter in the soil. So this is the idea.
That's the magic.
This is the science. This is what you were asking me the other day, right?
Yeah.
So this is what you have to do. Rather than just plant it and leave it. We can plant it and leave it. And the other thing is, we are not doing anything extra. That is the important part. The extra thing is, if we went to a field, started digging it up, it would take a lot of time, effort, space taking. Over here, we already have the space. This has already been dug up. This is dug up because of what? Because we have dug this for the pit. So this area, why not make use of it? And the plant is also going to benefit, because legumes, we are planting peas. Peas, basically, they are legumes. They fix nitrogen in the soil. So if we come before the harvest and take out the peas, again do the chop and drop, just the way we do for the mustard, this area, this soil is going to have nitrogen fixing done to it. So many things are happening at the same time. So also what mustard will do, apart from the fact that it's going to break the soil and create these fissures in the soil, is that it's going to attract all the bees and what we call the beneficials. And those beneficials are basically predators mostly, and anything which is going to be harmful is not going to come here. It's going to create a ring around it. So this is what we do, okay, all around it, like this, you know, randomly. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, go like this, go like this, go like this. Over here, wherever you get space, over here, no problem. Here, here. Okay, so maybe you can use a fistful in one bed, about this much.
Okay.
In one bed, or maybe a little bit more. Okay, And then after that, I'll tell you about mustard also. Once let's do this, and then we'll go for the mustard. Actually, use this.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So hut. Hut jo beta. Okay, then you can cover it like this.
Yeah.
That'll be simpler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rather than go one after the other. Here you go. Alright, over here as well. Same thing. Right? And then you're gonna plant Beswa as well. You get another baby. Okay, same here. See? I've already thrown some. Okay. Okay, now with the mustard, it's even simpler. Mustard is the seeds are very tiny. So the mustard is this much.
Small.
And then what you need to do is just scatter.
Okay.
This. So what you do is first you sow the peas
Mhm.
and then you sow this and then cover it.
Yeah.
This can go like this, not a problem. Here, like this. You can even put it over here, not a problem.
Okay.
Okay? Random, like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like this. All around Beswa. Here you go.
Hmm.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Alright, so we'll have soon, hopefully, a ring of mustard around this small tree. Yellow. It's also going to look beautiful apart from the benefits it's going to give us.
That's really interesting, you know.
Good idea?
Very clever.
Let's do this.
Yes.
Yes, this one.
Okay, so we now take the water, put on
What do you do it, I think, all at once later.
later when we finish all
when
of
you finish
them.
all of it. So you finish one terrace. Once we finish this terrace, then we water it. Then we go to the next terrace. Then we finish it. We go like that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, this was one. I think there's one over there. I see one over there.
Oh,
Right?
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So sow the seeds first and then cover it. This you can scatter randomly everywhere. Not a problem. Yeah, good. Yeah, I'll put it over there. Yeah. If it grows on the sidewalks, no problem. We love it. We love mustard everywhere.
Yeah.
Over here, no problem. Wherever you see dug up soil, you can put it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you can cover it.
This is genius. This is genius for real. This is first year when you do this?
Well, we do it every year, but with the mustard, we are doing it for the first time.
Okay.
No, I
So
mean
it's
mustard as well as
upgraded.
Huh?
It's upgraded more now.
is upgraded. You know, we want mustard as well. Earlier, we used to just plant peas.
Uh-huh.
This year, we thought, why not the mustard as well?
Okay.
See, in any case, we're going to come and water it. In any case, this was already dug up. We make use of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is really genius.
You can put it with hand also like this. You put the mustard already? Yeah.
Yeah.
What we're additionally going to put over here, and we're going to put it only around the trees that we planted this year, is some rock phosphate. This is not something that we do every year. This is something that we are doing because we had some rock phosphate lying around. So now this is an experiment and we don't know how this works, but they say that it's good for the roots, good for the new plant. So we are just going to put it around this like that, okay? Once you've done this, then just go like this. All right? You just need to mix it with the compost.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a slow release of nutrients to the roots. you're putting rock phosphate. Rock phosphate works for the roots. Apparently, this is not a normal practice. This is not something that we do every year. But this year we're doing it because we had these packets lying around, and they say that it might help establish your trees better. So might as well use it. And I want to get rid of those packets. They might even expire. So I'm putting it over here, mixing it with the compost. The compost is lying on top of the cardboard, and then we are going to just water everything down now. So what are we watering? We are watering this, as well as we are watering whatever you sowed a while earlier. You sowed some peas and you sowed some mustard. That's it. Can you see the rock phosphate anymore? No, you cannot.
No.
So that's how we go about it. Okay. So a ring of rock phosphate over here, 200 grams around these new trees, and then water all over the place. Now I'll just give a little demonstration. Okay, so one can has about 15 liters, or is it 10? I think it's about 10 liters only. Okay, so just go like this because you have sowed everywhere. Go like this gently. Okay, okay, here like this, over here, right? This is more dry soil, and we are done. 10 liters. What do you say?
I say it's gonna be very good tree when it's grow.
I'll remember you by this tree, my friend.
Maybe I come back after a few years to see how it's.
And then what tree, what variety? Remember the variety that you're gonna be picking?
Winter banana.
Winter banana. I don't even know what variety it is. I have no clue.
I hope it's gonna be shaped like banana.
I hope not. So this was grafted over here. Last year it was grafted over here on this rootstock. This is the rootstock. It's going to keep the tree
What
small.
is the rootstock?
Rootstock is called Geneva series, Geneva 41. So this rootstock last year, at about this time, we grafted this particular variety. I got it from somebody, I forget who. That great gentleman gave me this variety called winter banana. Never heard of it. I hope it's not a joke, his joke on me. But it's called a winter banana. And this is the tree. I'm going to prune it in a while. And then, see, just in 1 year, it's given us very good growth.
And how you think when it's gonna give first fruit?
I think we should get a sample next year onwards, because this rootstock is supposed to be precautious. Precautious means it's going to give you fruits sooner than later. It gives you fruits much before.
Wow.
Like in a couple of years after planting. It's an early bearer. That's what it means.
Mm-hmm.
So, my friend, come back for the winter banana. Just mix it like that. So that it doesn't sort of blow away with the wind. What do you say? Very fine, no? It is.
Looks.
But then we are also putting water on top, so it's going to all settle down, I guess. Oh my God, this is not good water. This is fish pond water. All the feces, excreta is also coming along with it. This one, my friend, is a pear tree. And this one is called
Pear?
Pear, yeah.
How many different pears you have? You know?
I think I might have had 10 different varieties.
Wow.
My God, hold on. Can't figure out the name. Oh, this one is called Columbia Red. Again, I've got no clue what kind of variety it is. Somebody gave it to me, a good friend of mine. And I'll get to know when I have some production on it.
Columbia.
Why it's called Columbia Red? No idea. Over here, we have planted this sapling, and this sapling was grafted last year on a rootstock, a pear rootstock called the Quince 29. And on top, we have grafted the sapling. This is the rootstock, this is the sapling. On top has been grafted a variety called the red cap. The rootstock is Quince 29, which is a dwarfing rootstock. Now, this rootstock is going to ensure that the pear tree remains small. There are other characteristics, of course, that the rootstocks determines, like for example, how susceptible or resistant a tree is going to be to diseases and many other factors. So rootstock determines a lot of things, how the tree is going to behave once you graft the sign on top of it. And this over here is an experiment. This has got not one but two rootstocks. The one over here, the one which is over here, which is beneath the ground, which has got its roots in the ground, is M111. And on top of that, we have grafted a rootstock called the M9, which is a dwarfing rootstock. Now, the M9 is the interstem here. On top of the M9, we have grafted the variety of our choice. Over here, it is Red Love, a variety which produces apples which are almost pinkish in color. That's why perhaps it's called Red Love. And this is the sapling that we planted again on Quince 29, a pear rootstock, and the variety on top is called the Columbia. The variety is Columbia and the rootstock is Quince.
Oh, I found some one white grape. I think ducks will love it, yeah?
Yes,
Kuru, 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 kuru. Fight for the food.
they love it.
Protein, protein.
Yeah, absolutely.